Hey.
Hey everybody, we're here on the corner of Main and Market with Nikhilananda. He is a candidate for state rep, District 13,
Yeah.
which is a massive district. It goes from Kaupo all the way around the east side to Paia, and it also includes the neighbor islands, Ko'olave and Molokini.
Correct.
And we're here to walk story. Thanks for joining us, Nick.
Yeah, Axel, thank you very much for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Could you just tell us a little bit about yourself? What is your connection to Maui? Why are you involved in politics?
Oh, good. All right. So first of all, I first came to Maui back in 1978 during a trip around the world. I spent, after I got my master's degree, I got admitted to law school. I decided to take a break. I got on a ship in New York on 7777, went to France and traveled around Europe. And eventually in that trip, I found my way to Maui in October, November of 1978. Fell in love with it, but at the time I wanted to go to India, so I left. And I ended up coming back 8 years later in July of 1986, and I've been here since. I lived in Lahaina for a year and a half, then I moved to Kula for a month, then Haiku, and I've never left the North Shore of Maui. About 21 years ago, actually, oh yeah, October 31st. Halloween will be 21 years I've owned my property. I have a small house on 2.5 secluded acres out just past Twin Falls in Pueblo. I grew up, though some people say I never grew up, but I lived during junior and senior high school in Washington, D.C. Our local economy is politics, so every other word is about politics. Local coverage is political, of course. So I got my bachelor's degree at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. I got my master's degree at American University in Washington, D.C. in public law and urban affairs. So being on Maui, actually the first thing I got involved in is I used to hitchhike around Maui. I didn't have much money and I didn't have a vehicle. And the police would stop me like I had raped somebody. It was illegal to hitchhike. I want to put a plug for my current state senator. He was on the county council at the time. When he found out about that, he removed the 2 lines that did not let you solicit for a ride. And now hitchhiking is legal on Maui. It's legal all over the world. It was illegal here. It was a movement against the hippies coming in the 60s. You could read the old Maui news and it states that. So I used to go to the county council and testify.
Yeah.
They ignored me. I'm some hippie, long hair, beard, and yet a council member was able to get a unanimous agreement and the mayor signing it in January of 1999. So I learned the value of electoral politics. In 1992, someone came up to me and they said, hey, you should check out the Green Party.
Right.
Stands for grassroots democracy, nonviolence, social justice, ecological wisdom. And I said, wow, this is the progressive wing, the environmental wing of the Democrats, who are becoming more like the Republicans. I like to say the Republicrats. Right. You see in Hawaii, 71 out of 76 legislators are Democrats. Even our current mayor now, who is a lifelong Republican, is now a Democrat. There's little difference. You have a lot of Democrats that give lip service to moderate items, and we need progressive change. So I've stood for office a number of times for the county council. I am now, it's the second time I'm challenging our current state rep who was appointed to the seat when our rep had died.
Right. So
And she
what
was
do you think,
appointed.
what does separate you from Linda Coit, who is the rep you're running against? What distinguishes you two?
Oh, a lot. She's a GMO farmer from Molokai. She has a high school diploma. I saw her testify where she wasn't sure if she was going to support putting water back in the streams, and then of course she ended up voting for it. I saw her do a presentation. This is all on video, you can find it, where she voted with reservations about supporting the control of restricted use pesticides. I think that I like her as a person. However, we need radical, progressive environmental changes, and I just don't see that coming from her. And like I say, I'm not running against an incumbent. I'm running for the people of Hawaii. I'm running for the people of Maui County. I'm running for the people in our district, the 13th, which is the largest district in the state. It's the only canoe district outside of the one on Kauai that covers Niihau. So we cover Molokai, a unique, rural, secluded community. Lanai, now turning into a resort community, but still remote. Hana. It is unacceptable to have these 3 remote places all stuck in one district, and it hasn't been that way in the past. So it's a real challenge to be able to cover all these areas of the district.
We just have a short time here, but what would be one of your legislative priorities if you were elected?
Well, I would like to see a couple of things. First of all, I would like to see us change the way we vote. I'd like to have preferential voting so people could vote for their favorite person, then their second, third, fourth favorite person. It means that you don't have to worry about, like, if the person you want, oh, you're not sure if they're going to win, then I can't vote for them. I'd like to have campaign finance reform, get money out of elections. I'd like to see us stronger on environmental issues. And I just don't see those things happening.
All right, we're at the end of the street, Nikhilananda. Thank you for joining us today, and remember to vote in the general election, November 6th.
Thank you very much.